Let's look at a table of values now. Use the functions f and g given in the table to the left to determine the following. G of f of 2. Okay, so this means we're figuring out what the output of f of 2 is, and then we're inputting that into our g function. So let's first figure out what f of 2 is. So going to my f function, when I input 2, I get 1. So the output of f at 2 is 1. Now I go to g. I'm going to input 1 and see what my output is. So for g, when I input 1, I get -2. Let's look at f of g of 2. So let's figure out what is the output of g when I plug 2 in. So when I plug 2 into g, g spits out a 9. So now we go to f, and we're inputting a 9. Well, I don't have a 9 here for an input value, so that means this is undefined. Okay, let's look at this next one, f of 0. So first, let's figure out when I input 0 into f, what gets outputted. So when I put 0 into the f, I'm outputted, -2 is output. I don't think outputted is a word. Well, and now I go to f again, and I'm inputting in -2. So when I input -2, f outputs 5. Looking at g, first thing I need to do is figure out what g of -1 is. So when I input -1 into g, it outputs 2. Now I go back to g, and I'm inputting 2 in. When I input 2 into g, it outputs a 9. Let's do the same thing now, but with a table. F of g of 2. So this means to go to g and input 2 for x and see what the output is. So our g function is the purple one. So when I input in 2, that means my x value is 2. My y value is -1. So now I go to f, and I'm looking at what is the output of f when I input -1. So when I input -1, I'm right here, and that output is -2. So basically this is just like doing 2 different problems in one. Okay, next one, g of f of -3. So this means go to f, figure out what the output is when we input -3. So f is blue. When I input -3, I'm right here, which gives me a y value of -3. So now I go to g and input in -3. And when I input -3 into g, it looks like my function is not defined for -3. So this is undefined. Okay, let's look at g of 0. So this means go to g, input in 0, what gets outputted? So again, g is purple. So when x is 0, we're right here, so our y value is 3. Now I go back to g, figure out when x is 3, what's y? So when x is 3, your y value is -3. f of -1, input -1 into f, and we get -2. Now input -2 into f, and I get -3. For more examples of composing functions graphically, click here.